This is Theater International, World's Indigenous Peoples. I'm your host, Rey Allen. This segment of World's Indigenous People, I have with me my co-host and associate producer, Bobby Gonzalez. Bobby.
How you doing, Ray?
Welcome, my brother.
This is a long overdue reunion.
Oh, yes, I'm telling you, it's been years. Remember, do we go there?
Yes, we do. I tell a joke.
Do we go there?
When I first started with Rey Allen on Bronx Net TV, I had black hair and real teeth.
What happened?
It happens to the best of us. What can I tell you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, Bobby, we go back for quite some time. But before we talk a little bit longer about that, I just want our audience to know that we have a very special guest here with us today. Someone that I met in 2015. I had the pleasure of being the production stage manager for his show at Hostess Center for the Performing Arts, which was a total sold-out. And this man is awesome. He's Garifuna, he's from Honduras, and no other than Aurelio Martinez. Aurelio, welcome.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Oh, it's good. It's good to have you, my brother. It's good to have you. Once I heard you were in New York, I had to snatch you because you travel faster than I can walk across the street. Yeah, you travel from one country to the other. You're all over Europe, to Central America, to
Europe,
Africa, all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to have you on.
So my pleasure to be here. It's an honor to be in this your special program talking about Indigenous.
Yeah.
I'm a part of African, but my other side gonna be the Indigenous.
Indigenous
by Arawaks Indians. So my pleasure to be here. I'm the right place.
But when we speak in terms of African, it's also indigenous. Yes. It's also indigenous.
There, the human being starts.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely.
Everybody.
Exactly.
Africa, Mama Africa.
Mama, Papa Africa. That's right.
I remember one time I was speaking to an audience and I made the mistake. I told the audience, we're all mixed with something. And one gentleman raised his hand and said, "Excuse me, sir, I'm from Kenya." And I said, "Whoa, I stand corrected."
Yes.
Learned something, yes.
Yes, you said, I'm from Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yes. Yeah, Kenya has some very strong roots. And no wonder, our president, our real president. But anyhow, I was just saying, yes,
Oh, man.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Kenya, that's the place.
Yeah.
That's the place to be. I will be going there later this year also. And very strong roots, very strong roots. I intend to do some filming while I'm over there.
Okay.
Working with the theater,
Okay.
the National Theater of Kenya, in Nairobi. And so it should be very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Oh man, Africa is a very special place. The entire Garifuna nation have a special dream to reconnect our Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But my first time in Africa gonna be with Yusundur. He chose me to be his protege in the Rolex program art mentor and proteges.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Rolex Foundation.
Yes.
So Yusundur chose me to be his protege, and they're gonna be my first time to come to reconnect my ancestral town, Africa.
Where specifically is that?
In Senegal. In Senegal.
In Senegal.
Yes, I go in front of Senegal, watching to Rey Island.
Gori Island.
I
the
reconnect.
main port of embarkation.
I'm crying. I cry because I reconnect. I used to learn about the slavery tree. And so Senegal gonna be a special.
Yeah,
Gori Island never coming back.
Gori Island. I have not been to Gori Island. my uncle's daughter, Sabre, has been there several times, and quite a few of my friends have been there, and they said, you go to Goree Island, you can still hear the cries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Because
understand.
I mean, I don't know my reason to cry. I don't know why, but yes, I go watching to Korea Island.
It's the ancestors.
My feeling, I
the
start
spirit,
to,
the spirit of the
it's
ancestors.
incredible.
It's the spirit of the ancestors.
Today, I'm thinking about this moment. I feel I have the same emotion.
Yes, I had the pleasure of being in a production of Goree Island, a musical production of Goree Island, and that it was awesome, deep, deep, yeah. But I have to go to Goree Island. I've been through all through West Africa, but I have not been to Goree Island as yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, a little known fact is the transatlantic slave trade began with the Tainos. Columbus took 500 of my ancestors, put them on a ship to be sold into slavery in Spain. So that's how the transatlantic slave trade began. However, about half of my ancestors died before they got to Spain because they couldn't deal with the cold weather. They lived in a tropical climate, and they slept out on the deck, sometimes below freezing weather. So of course, many of them didn't make it.
Wow.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. So, tell us, Aurelio, about you have a festival coming up in Honduras.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about this festival.
But it's my baby. Yeah, I'm very passionate about to be a Garifuna. About to keep alive this tradition, to keep alive, to bring this culture to next generation. Because when I was a child, I started to do my own toys, playing with the Garifuna tradition.
Right.
I make my first guitar because my brother, my dad lived in the United States until I have 3 years old. My dad come to live in the United States. I never met him until I have 22.
Wow.
So I live just thinking about my dad. Yes, I listened to him playing guitar by cassettes. He sent his cassette to Honduras, and I learned to play guitar like my dad, my dad's style by cassettes. And I never have a mentor or somebody to teach me how to play guitar. I play guitar playing guitar.
Wow.
Making my own guitar with fish strings and a piece of wood and nails. I make my own guitar.
And
Now look at us now.
Exactly.
Custom-made guitar from Spain.
and give us a taste of it. What are you going to play for us?
This is something, Lance. Example for our Caribbean connection.
Okay. Beautiful. Aurelio Martinez.
Lado bella, raboni veyo. Lidali maniga, lado mugu. Danna saru, gavena dutina. Bisienu. Larugu babe yanaguda babu nante. Larugu babe yanaguda babu. Larugu babe yanaguda babu nante. Larugu babe yanaguda babu. Okay, about bab. Cher ubetu. Makina pour supporter. Maladie d'amour. Maladie de la jeunesse. Cher ubetu. Makina pour supporter. Maladie d'amour. Maladie de la jeunesse. Hebra. Anahaya Haguda babu Larugu babe yanaguda babu nante Larugu babe yanaguda babu Larugu babe yanaguda babu nante Larugu babe yanaguda babu Laro Bella, Bonivillo, Laro Bella, Nagaro Nate, Laro Bella, Bello Boyaso, Laro Bella, Nagaro Mama, Laro Bella, Gaina Garina Go, Laro Bella, Turna de Bagama, Loliliga, Nana, Loliliga, Loliliga, Nito, Loliliga, Balisiwa di Malo, Niganawa, Laro Bella, Nagaro Bonate, Laro Bella, Bello Boyaso, Laro Bella, Bello Boyaso, Larugu babe yanagura babu nate, Larugu babe yanagura babu, Larugu babe yanagura babu nate, Larugu babe yanagura babu, Larugu babe yanagura babu nate, Larugu babe yanagura babu.
When I listen to you, I hear Africa. I hear the Caribbean. I also hear the Arab countries because the instrument came from the Middle East. And then, of course, we had the Taino touch with the maracas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's a blend of many cultures, all indigenous and wonderful.
Together. Together.
Exactly.
So we have the entire feeling. So, I born in the small village, Playa, Blagriba. You know, Blagriba is the town where I born.
Blagriba.
Blagriba is come from Black River. So,
And where's
Rio
that in
Tinto o Negro. Rio Tinto o Negro se llama el río que cruza ahí. O sea, es Black River, es Río Negro. Entonces, the Spanish name is Playa. So, I born in just 200 houses in my hometown. So it's a small village.
Wow.
We don't have no electricity today, but we have to bring dimmers to have a huge festival. You know, and we have to bring everything. You know, I trying to bring something new, a special small place, natural place, and do some noise, special noise there.
So is this more on the coast of Guatemala? Or
It's as close to Nicaragua.
Nicaragua?
Yes, because the Mosquitia is like
Mosquitia.
between Nicaragua and Honduras. So it's in the Atlantic coast, the Caribbean, connecting Honduras and Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
I have a question. What is it with the Bronx that the Garifuna love so much? There's 150,000 Garifuna in the Bronx. I mean, I love the Bronx, but why here?
Well, it's like any culture, you know. There are particular cultures that assemble in an area. It's the same thing. West Africa, the largest population of West Africans are in the South Bronx as well.
Especially the Grand Concourse. There's a
Come here. Come here. Go. Vení primo. Vení para acá. It's my older brother.
un poquito tímido.
Come here.
Come on.
Come.
Yes.
Aquí.
Introduce him. Introduce him.
It's a pleasure for me to be in your show here.
Yes.
No, here.
I don't know if we can hear him.
Try to explain, my brother.
Well, back to what you was talking about, why Garifuna in the Bronx, and as you was answering him that a certain part of the area that people rejoice or like to be or happen just to they just like the
Congregate.
area and they congregate, you know. So a group of people from Honduras, Garifuna people, came to the United States and border of the Bronx. So they associate and everybody bringing, you know, that's how it goes because the people, well, they attract to each other. So, and they congregate in one area.
They feel at home.
Yeah.
They bring a piece
They
of that home culture with them.
Yeah.
Well, I go into schools, I do storytelling and I do teaching, and very often the students who are Honduran their friends don't know that they're Garifuna. They say, oh, he's from Honduras, or she's from Honduras. But then when you ask them, are you Garifuna? Then you see this big smile. But very often their own friends don't know. And what brought this to the limelight was an unfortunate tragedy that occurred here, 20, 25 years ago?
That's 1990?
Right.
1990, I think.
The fire at the Happy Land
Happy Land.
Casino.
Yeah.
And all these places first said they were
Yeah.
Honduran, and then it came out that they were all Garifuna. And that brought your people to the limelight.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah. So you're a self-taught musician. Can you read music? Can you read music? No. Don't worry. Michael Jackson couldn't read music, and he made some,
No,
Well-
I can read music. I never gone to school to learn music, like I said.
So you just picked it.
Yes, as a family, never have a teacher to teach me music.
So everything that you've learned just
By
naturally, and you compose so many songs. You've been all through Europe,
Yeah.
winning all kinds of awards and what have you.
You know,
Filling.
and this music, this tradition, bring me to be one of the most important Garifuna in the entire country. I used to be an Atlantic department, the first black congressman in 200 and many years. So yes, I'll be in Consulate City and the La Ceiba, the number 3 city in the importance in the country, and then I'm gonna be a congressman in my territory. So the first Garifuna congressman in 200 and maybe 19 years, because that's
Incredible.
music, my culture, my tradition do that.
Wow.
That's it's not because I'm a good politician. I learned to be a politician. You know, it's for me the music is my number 3 maternal language. You know, music gonna be my number 3 maternal language, because I don't know when I start to do this thing. You know, like I speak Spanish. I don't know when I start to speak Spanish. I don't know when I start to speak Garifuna. I don't know, how I learn music. So I have 3 maternal language: music, Garifuna, and Spanish. And then I'm trying to say something in English, but I speak in Spanglish, because I speak English back way, like.
okay.
But you know what?
Try to understand what I say.
Aurelio, whatever it is, it's working for you.
Oh, man.
It's working for you. And with that, let's hear another number.
Okay. I have my career doing in 2 ways in the Garifuna tradition. Yes, I do the local music, I do the international project.
Yes.
So because the local music have to be punta rock. It's like electric drum set and guitar, keyboards, everything together. And the international project is gonna be the traditional Garifuna drums and bass and guitar, electric guitar, but soft, like. Doing some new sounds for our music, and the acoustic guitar. So it's different, for young people and the international project. It's a local music. I do like my mentor Yusundur.
Yeah.
When he played in Senegal, he played the roots of our his music. It's gonna be Mbala.
So give us a little bit of the roots.
Okay. So gonna parranda roots.
Paranda roots.
Anya te go, oh chilhanya. He anya te go, oh chilhanya. Habana ganyo wadaga magayo. Quem bombi madaga hibare. Quem bombi madaga buye we. Habana ganyo harum. Hai anya te go, oh chilhanya. Hai anya te go, oh chilhanya. Habade ganyo wadaga magaya. He came bombi madaga hibare. Came bombi madaga buye we. Habade ganyo hade. Basuno bombi madaga hibare. Quem bombi managambu yewa habere ganyo gade Basunubum, sunubum, 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 Wamalika, 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 Wamalika. How I live you? How I live you die? Changwa boy boy Gagada boy magaso. He wa maliga, he wa maliga, he wa maliga. Mama wa maliga, lubaso no bombi managa. He bare, quem bombi managa, buye iwe. Habure ganyo hare, lubaso no bombi managa. He bare, quem bombi managa, buye iwe. Habure ganyo hare. Sunubom, 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 sunubom. Walegagayo, walegagayo da. Changwa boy buiro, gagada boy bagaso. He wa maliga, he wa maliga. Wamaliga, mama wamaliga, wamalika, 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 wamalika. Halubaso no bombi managa, ibare, quem bombi managa, buye iwe, habure ganyo har, lubaso no bombi managa, ibare. Quem bombi managa buye iwe habere ganyo hare baso no bombi managa hibare quem bombi managa buye iwe habere ganyo hare habere ganyo hare.
Aurelio Martinez. Yes.
Aurelio. Muchísimas gracias. So, you know, Aurelio, there's some people in the audience who are saying, they keep saying the word Garifuna. What does that mean? And I go out on the lecture circuit and a quick synopsis. In the Lesser Antilles, islands like St. Vincent and Dominica and other islands, Grenadines, lived the Caribs.
Yes.
Then they brought these African enslaved people, and there was an intermarriage. The Garifuna.
Yes.
And then the British came to those islands and said, these people are very, very rebellious. We better ship them to Central America out of the way.
That's true.
And thought they would get rid of you, but that didn't happen.
Not at all.
And now you have flourished.
All over the world.
Yes.
All over the world. So
I've been in a Walmart festival in England, and I have 20,000 people in front of me.
Wow.
And I threw this title to this thing. From Paul Nabor from Belize. Nate nuguya merumayadina. Wawa nuguya merumayadina. Balabadanaro. Turani gabanane. Labuno nagule. Hadagana familia. Balabadanaro. Turani gabanane. Labuno nagule. Hadagana familia. Ayano kayatina. Hamana muleno. Ayano kayatina hamananigo Deimele Kiyano Wawa Lauba la banda kabunana Oi lauba kiya banda kiya kabunana ma Lauba la banda kabunana Oi lauba kiya banda kiya kabunana ma Lauba la banda kabunana Awago nani gonna saminara Awago nani gonna read the Cuba Deimele Kiyano. Everybody say Lauba la banda kabunana Oi lauba kiya banda kiya. Everybody say England Lauba la banda. Everybody singing Hey lauba kiya banda kiya kabunana Lauba la banda kabunana Oi lauba kiya banda kiya kabunana Lauba la banda habunana. When I die, you have to bring our orchestra to bring me to the last house, you know, cemetery. Yeah.
Laubala banda kabunana, oi laumagi bandagi. Everybody say, Laubala banda kabunana, oi laumagi bandagi kabunana ma. Laubala banda kabunana. Everybody say, okay. Laubala banda kabunana. Laubala banda kabunana. Okay? Laubagi bandagi. Everybody say, Laubala banda habunana. Hoi laubagi bandagi habunana. Laubala banda habunana.
Aurelio, we want to thank you so much for coming on. And tell us when is on the 28th of December.
28th to the 4th of January. It's like 4 days.
28th to the 1st of January
Yeah.
in Honduras.
Honduras, Black Griba.
La Griba. Okay?
Bagriba.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to World's Indigenous People. And with my co-host here, Bobby Gonzalez, thanks for coming back on.
Un placer.
Yes, thank you. And
Thank you so
my
much.
brother, yes, thanks for being on. Okay, take us out.
Mr. Balabor.
Yeah.
Everybody say, Laubala banda kabunana. Oi, laubagi bandagi kabunana ma. Laubala banda kabunana. Oi, laubagi bandagi kabunana ma. Laubala banda. Digate, you they pay, digate, what they pay, game on mommy, game on it, do game on higher, game on loud. I dig away, you they pay, digate, Lao bagi mandagi, abuna na yung arama, lao bagi mandagi. Hey, lao bagi mandagi, abuna na yung arama, lao bagi mandagi. Hey, lao bagi mandagi, abuna na yung arama, lao bagi mandagi. Hey, lao bagi mandagi, abuna na yung arama, lao bagi mandagi. Lao babanda, lao babanda, lao babanda, lao babanda, lao babanda. Hey, abuna na yung kana yaramaga. Lao babanda, lao babanda, lao babanda, abuna na yung nuwayor. Maga, lau bala banda gabunana, oi lau bagi mandagi gabunana. Lau bala banda gabunana, oi lau bagi mandagi gabunana ma. Lau bala banda gabunana, oh banda mama na. Lava banda, lava banda, lava banda, lava banda. Habana yo hana yara, yara maga tainos, Garifuna, Arawakos, Africa, somos tolita.